thinking about getting some ports, pull that trigger.
This video is for educational and informational purposes only.
All right, Warriors, if you read the title, you already know what it's going to be about. We're tackling that question that gets asked all the time. Which one is better, V-port style or inline ports? Now, we all seen the impressive muzzle flashes and heard about the recoil reduction, but which one of these are really better for you or for me? We'll find out in this video. Let's get it. Warriors, take some time, get down in the comments and let me know which one you prefer before we even get in this video. Which one do you have? What do you have it on? What's your favorite EDC? Would you carry this for an EDC? Not this platform, but this style porting, the V style. Let's get into that V style real quick. Now, without getting all technical and scientifical, V style porting, in my opinion, or to my knowledge, redirects that gas coming out of both directions on this side, these snap ports, and it acts different than the inline by pushing the gases to the sides, which gives it a lighter recoil impulse and gets you right back on target, but in a slightly different way than the inlines would do. So I guess when you're talking about inlines, it's kind of like depending on what you got. So I got 4 portholes and a chuck in the front. You could also call that a comp and port system, right? But we kind of throw those terms around back and forth, and I don't feel like it is any true difference unless you have a external comp, like something that you got to attach onto it. You might have some different variations on what ammo it could take and different little nuances. We'll get into which one I think is better, and we'll get into what actually performs in my hand a lot better to give you guys a little bit of knowledge behind these if you have not gotten into ports yet. And we got another video coming up soon about the factory ports. This is factory done by Fusion Firearms, and the Prodigy right here, I wasn't gonna pull it, but I'm gonna pull it. It's custom for your boy. Dragon Spit, hot sauce. Boom, boom, bam. Let's go. So you already know what I like to do out here, man. My favorite thing to do. We gonna run these V ports, and we're gonna do it with 124s and 115s. Let's not do it backwards this time. We're gonna do the 115s first. Give you a close-up, let you see that muzzle reduction, if any, and then we also gonna give you an accuracy test from 7 and see how that stuff holds up. Then we're gonna switch to 123. Then we're gonna go to 15 with the same platform, gun, with these V-port style ports, and see the accuracy on both of those different grains. Then we're gonna switch to the Prodigy. I'll let you know what I feel. You let me know what you feel. Hey, I got some gems for you at the end of this video, man. Y'all got to stay tuned. 115 grains at 7 yards, recoil impulse. Let's go. That's 5. And let's see what we actually did with those 5. Big stacking, y'all. Y'all can see the big stacks from the 5 out of the Fusion Firearms. This thing is actually putting in work. With the 115s, obviously the accuracy is on there, and I would have to say that I did not feel too much recoil impulse with this. It did a good job at redirecting that gas to the sides, and right back on target. This is a littler platform than the Prodigy, but I feel like it did a great job at getting right back on target. Right now, V-ports doing a hell of a job. Let's move on to 115s. Let's move on to 124 at 7. Forgive me, Warriors. These are your 124s at 7. Let's see what we could actually pull off. That's it, right? Yeah. No lock back on these KCIs, man. Horrible. Let's go ahead and lock it back. Pretend like it did what it was supposed to do. Come on, y'all. Heavy firearm for sure, but the V-style portings is doing their thing. They're doing their job, man. That's 4 and that's 5. Everything kind of landed inside of each other. They kissing, y'all. Kissing cousins. Let's go, y'all. 115s from 15. Let's get it. Safety on, guys. Hold on. 1. That was it, right? Yeah. Put in there 5. Let's go. Put in there 5, man. Let's go. Remember that lock back KCI is horrible, y'all. A little bit more spread. 3, 4, 5, 6. I must have shot 6, right? Am I tripping? Y'all let me know down in the comments what I shot, man. I'm here right now, so I can't go looking back at those things. But as you see, they all fit within that A zone, y'all. They all fit. 115s from 15 with your V-port style porting out the Fusion Firearms. All right, 124s out the Fusion Firearm, 15. We put a little bit of haste behind that. Let's go check those out real quick. They look really good, y'all. Really good. They are, man. The group is a lot tighter than the 115s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I must have shot 6 last time. Or if I didn't, y'all supposed to let me know down in the comments. One of these pasties must have came off. How you guys liking these V-ports? Down in the comments right now. It's dirty. Look at the carbon. Look what it do. But let me know, y'all, if y'all actually like these V-ports. If you like this Fusion Firearms at that. If you got one of these, tell me how it's running for you. Is the ported barrel acting correct? And how you got it outfitted, boys? Let me know. Let's keep on track, though, War. Had to put a little air in my system. Now we moving on. 115s out of our Springfield Prodigy. Devil Spit ports. With a comp if you want to call it that, but it's all porting to me. We're going to keep it technical for you boys. We got basically a chuck port at the front, which is a comp. And then we also have our 4 spitters on the top. Let's see how this actually runs in comparison to those V-style ports, those vroom vrooms. It's not a V6, like, let's get that straight. It's kind of just 2 big holes on the side. So some people might say it's like side porting, but it's V-style porting to me because it's coming from the side. It's redirecting that gas to the side. This is pushing it straight up top. And obviously helps this thing mitigate recoil in a different way. That's actually giving a different felt recoil impulse when it comes to V-porting. This actually, in my opinion, stops it from going up and down. And we'll see how that actually compares to those V-style ports at the end of the day, man. Just keep watching. It's good content, Warriors. Are those 115s from 7? Let's see how they stack up out of an inline porting system. That's it. No lock back on this either. Let's lock it back so you can see what it's working with. Porting system. And 4, 5. I had to say, right now at 7, this is coming in a lot tighter than the V-style. And I mean, it could be the weight of the platform. They both are metal construction. Actually, I think this is a little bit heavier, but that Fusion Firearms is basically all metal. This is a polymer grip. That one has that tenifer going on for it. But these are 4 right here and 1 right here. 115 from 7. Let's go ahead and do 124 from 7 and see how that actually rocks out. Right now we rocking the 124s from 7. Let's go ahead and see how that's moving. Lock back that time. They look beautiful. Let's check them out. We got 5 all on each other, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From the inline out the Prodigy. We got a lot of carbon buildup right here, man. And as I said, what you get with these ports, no matter what, is a lot of gas, obviously. So your optic will get dirty faster, but it's just something that you got to deal with, man. Let me know in the comments, is that an issue for you, your optic getting dirty? I know maybe y'all can't see how mucky it is in there, but after getting dirty and nasty like that, in real life, you should be target focused, so it shouldn't be a problem. But tell me if you gonna be a crybaby or not, or is you a real true warrior out here at heart? Let's get it. Let's go to that 15, y'all. 115 from the 15, Prodigy with inline ports. Think I flew one, y'all. Let's go check it out. No lie, I flew one over in the sea. Could be user error, but this pistol is way too good for any user error in my opinion. So we know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a double check. We know that the Fusion firearms with the V ports came straight in all of there, like literally just packed in, right? These are the 115s from 15. Kind of make me want to do it again, but we're just gonna keep it on these very first runs. 124 from 15, out the Prodigy. Looked a lot cleaner. Slight little bounce in hand, that was my grip. Love this baby girl. This thing is my baby. We flew another one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 124s. Maybe I'm moving too fast, or maybe not. We did not give the other gun a second chance, so we're not gonna give this one a second chance. I lied, I had to get a Prodigy. One more chance at redemption. Let's get it. Come on, baby. See what you was able to pull off with that one. Do we fly? We there. We got one out. So 5, 1 out. Why am I getting 1 out? Well, down in the comments, let me know what you think. What is this telling you about these inline ports versus those V ports? We'll go ahead and give you a quick conclusion. So we've seen what these V ports can do for your recoil mitigation, and just go ahead and continuously having that accuracy. And then we also seen what those inline ports will do for you and what they're doing for that recoil mitigation as well. I'll let you guys know here in a second what my conclusion was after this, but first I feel like we had to put this stuff through a speed test, bro. It ain't nothing without a speed test to see like how fast you can get back on those targets. Not just, I want to say not just the recoil management and how it feels in hand, you know what I mean? I want to see how fast I can go with these things at steel, at 7, and I'll time it and we'll just run 1 mag each with 124s, and then we'll go ahead and conclude. At 7 on steel, we'll pretty much see what kind of mojo we can put down on this. We're not drawing from holster. We'll go ahead and keep it in hand, and hopefully I can get them all clean. The goal is just to get them all out. Get them all out and see how fast I can get them all out. A lot still will have to do with the trigger, and obviously I need to hit them all, so maybe we'll keep going. But let's just go ahead and see how this Prodigy fares. Inline ports, 124s on a steel target at 7. That was 5, just jumped out. 092, 5 just jumped out. Prodigy 092. What did it look like? And we'll go ahead and run the Fusion right now with the V ports, and we'll see what that looked like. Remember, this is 192 for 5. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take this Fusion firearms out with this V port on it and see how that rocks under pressure. And we just doing 5, y'all. We just trying to get 5 out and see how that feels, looks, whatever the case may be. Let's go ahead and do it. We missed one, and 154, y'all. We missed one, 154. I think that deserves a secondary test because of that one single miss. Let's go ahead and do that. Both guns, let's go ahead and do that, y'all. That 5.99, that was a little slower. 0.99 for the 5. That's how that's coming. 5 out the Fusion Firearms. We did a good job that time, y'all. Still a 108 for the V-ports with the Fusion Firearms. Let's go ahead and talk about that conclusion, man. I see what I see, and I feel like I know what I know. I'm no scientist, but let's talk about it real fast. It's something that you need to know. All right, so let's talk about what's in hand right now. Fusion Firearms, V-port style pistol, a V-port style barrel on this particular pistol. It's lovely. I feel like personally you would not go wrong with either style of barrel porting. What I have to say about these inlines is that I feel like it helps you get back on target faster. As far as recoil mitigation, it does work a whole lot different than the inlines. We'll talk about the inlines right in a second. But I feel like since the pressure is coming out the sides, it allows you to go right back to that spot, and it actually guides you back to that spot. I don't know if you've seen from my shooting, this is just how I feel. I feel like it guides you back to that spot like boom, 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 boom. Like your hand falls right back at that spot, right? And I also feel like because it's doing that, at distance, the accuracy tends to be a little bit better. Now, the follow-up shot was a 108. The first one was a 156. And we can accredit some of that to the trigger, to the platform itself. But all in all, I feel like it's doing exactly what it would do on any gun, except, you know, you might have some other advantages. But I don't see anything wrong with this. What do I rate this V-port? A 10 out of 10. A 10 out of 10, y'all. Let's go ahead and talk about those inlines. All right, my baby. Beautiful work out this Prodigy. Beautiful work. These are inline. You would call this a comp. It's a chuck port. You would call it a comp. You would call these holes that's in there right now, behind that chuck port, those are the real ports. But it's all a porting system, correct? I feel like this being inline, it pushes the gases. The gases are going up, right? So it brings the gun back down like this, right? And difference between this and that, like I said, I might have said the same thing about the V-ports. The V-port, since the gas is coming out, it kind of traps your gun in the middle of here. It traps it, so you got no sway and stuff. It traps it. Your grip got to be good no matter what. This is a cheat code because of the platform that it is regardless. But when I feel like it comes down, it comes down. It bounces like a ball. If your grip isn't all the way there, it could move. You could move it to the sides. With the V-ports, it's kind of keeping it trapped. Imagine like the gun being between two walls and you just right in the middle here and you can't really go side to side or wobble. This doesn't stop any of that. But what it does allow for when you have these inline ports is those faster follow-up shots. As you can see, the .99s and the .92 or the .92s and things like that. If I was doing a build drill, I could probably pull out a 190 with this. Let's keep it real. You know, Warriors, John Wick 2.0, got to keep it real. Clean, I could pull out maybe a 196. With this Fusion Firearms, I'll probably be sitting at a 2 or a 2+, and I have to get used to it. I have to push the trigger. All that stuff matters. But at the same time, I wasn't drawing from holster with either one of these guns. And I'm at 7, and I gave it all the same variations, which I just held it like this, and gave you guys the necessary visuals for you guys to assess which is better. And it's crazy. How would I assess this? A 10 out of 10. Even though we witnessed at distance, one was thrown to the seat area. Just a tad bit. The first time a lot. The second time just a tad bit. And when I thought about it in my head, I didn't even get to watch the visuals yet. But y'all tell me down in the comments what y'all get from the visuals. I just seen that in my head, like, I feel like what I just said, like, it bounced, I moved my hand, it went over. With this one, it's trapped in like a vortex. It's like Avatar came through and hit it. Avatar Aang. It's trapped in that airbender vortex so that it's going right here. Boom, 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 boom. But it doesn't allow it to track as fast. It keeps it in line better, but it doesn't track fast. So that should be called in line, like V-port in line. This right here should be called track fast, shoot fast, and eat that You know what I mean? So, Warriors, what y'all think, man? 10 out of 10 for both. If I had to choose, it still would be inline all day because I'd rather shoot fast. And a C is not bad. When you're talking about real life EDC situations, concealed carry situations, this thing is going to do everything that it's supposed to do. It's going to get right down on who you are aiming at, and you're going to be faster than them regardless. With this one, I feel like it's better for accuracy at distance, but it still moves maybe at the same range of speed if it wasn't even ported at all. Let me know. So again, Warriors, we got the Prodigy, we got the Fusion, we got the Inline, we got the sidelines. But is anything belong on the sidelines? Not at all. Both of these guns are king of the castle. If you get a chance to get your hands on some ports, or if you've been thinking about getting some ports, pull that trigger. Go ahead and do it. Now, come on, Warriors. You already know what I'm going to tell y'all, man. Hey, it takes nothing to be a gentleman, man. Hold the door open for the next man. It takes nothing to be a gentleman, Warriors. It's John Wick 2.0. And for this inline port versus V port video, I'm out.